Now, before I dive into detail talking about the entire Taken situation, I want to preface this by saying, please do not direct any hate towards him. Yes, he lied to us, he betrayed us, he tried to cheat in Fortnite, but that still does not make it okay to harass him. Any sort of malicious comments I see or threats towards him, I will have you banned and blocked from my community. Please guys, just do not even go to his page. There is way more to life than Fortnite drama. Just listen to how I feel, what happened, and remember, we all make mistakes in life. He will learn from it, we won't give him any attention, and we can finally put this all to rest. So I'm not gonna lie, I really did not expect to be making this video. I know you guys hear that from a lot of people. It's probably the biggest YouTube cliche at this point, but I swear to you guys, I am not joking when I say it. In my head, I thought I could almost sweep it all under the rug. I had already tweeted about it numerous times on Twitter. I talked about it at the beginning of my recent video, and I took down the original one. Somehow though, even after all of that stuff, I'm still getting hundreds of comments, hundreds of people in my Twitch chat, all asking me to explain what happened and just kind of give my side of the story. And I mean, it's only fair for me to tell you guys the truth. I know some people will say that I'm dragging it out and that I should not be giving him more attention because that's what he wants, but Taken already put out his skewed version of events, so it only makes sense for me to tell you guys what actually happened, why it was wrong, and why it's not blown out of proportion. That way we can finally move on. How it all started out was about a month ago, my former Fortnite duo and close friend Taken was banned off the game. He told me he was attempting to play the solo cash cup that day when out of nowhere he was struck with the ban hammer and he was permanently banned in the Epic launcher. Immediately what I did was I tried my best to assess the situation. Obviously I did not want to just blindly trust him, which I guess I did do. I basically forced him to screen share his desktop on Discord with our other friend Forbesy. We looked through all his files, his downloads, his deleted files, anything he had in the background, and nothing was really sketchy. Everything seemed to line up with his story, nothing was out of the ordinary, and that was what made me trust him. From there, what I did was I tried to use my contacts at Epic to get him unbanned. I told them that it was likely a mistake because there's just no way Taken was cheating, and that I would really appreciate for them to look into it. Anyone from outside the Fortnite community may think that sounds dumb, like how could someone just randomly get permanently banned? The anti-cheat is really good in Fortnite, no way it falsely bans people. Well, there's actually been numerous false bans on really big pros like Mr. Savage, Noah Riley, Andretta. All of them were permanently banned out of nowhere, and it was later fixed the same day. It's not too uncommon, okay? Anyways, I hit up an Epic employee that follows me named Sundown. He actually replied to Taken, which originally made me believe that Taken did not cheat. He told Taken that it would be getting fixed soon, he would be sorting it all out, and to me, that was all the hope I needed to believe Taken. Sundown was not lying either, because as that was happening, Taken actually got unpermanently banned. He was able to go through the Epic launcher, boot up Fortnite, and when he did, that's when he got the 6-month exploiting ban. You see, what basically happened was Sundown must have taken my word for it. Sundown trusted me, I was trusting Taken, so he unbanned Taken the only way that he could, when boom, the anti-cheat, which had already banned him a different way. Also, I don't want you guys to feel bad for me, but my relationship with Epic is pretty much down the drain at this point. Hopefully you guys are starting to see why all of this is such a mess and why I care about it so much. Sundown trusted me so much that he kind of blindly unbanned Taken. He didn't even really do any research on it, all because he trusted me. I'm a big YouTuber, I have this huge audience. He trusted me while Taken was lying to me. Rest in peace any sort of Jerian tournament or anything. No way anyone at Epic likes me anymore. But to kind of go back to what I was saying and explain how the banning system works, there's basically something called an entitlement ban and then something called a social ban in Fortnite. There's two different bans. What happened was Sundown only had the power to lift one of them. I guess it would be more of the manual bans that were by accident, kind of like what happened with Noah Riley. However, since Taken did actually try to cheat and lied to me about it, the anti-cheat detected that, they kept him banned the other way, and then that 6-month exploiting ban that he saw on his screen turned back to a permanent ban a few days later. I bet you guys didn't know that, right? Well, that's because Taken lied about that as well. He never told anyone that it turned back to a permanent ban. He kept going with the idea that it was only a 6-month ban because then people would not think he cheated, when he did. After Sundown realized his mistake and probably hated me for it, I already apologized to you, but again, I am very sorry for being naive. This may not sound like too big of a deal, but Sundown probably could have lost his job for that. He almost unbanned someone who actually tried to cheat in Fortnite, all because because he trusted me. He took my word for it. And that is when Sundown decided to just stop responding to any of our messages. Taken told him he was still banned for 6 months for exploiting. This was before it changed back to a permaban, and Sundown just did not reply. I wouldn't have either, to be honest. At this point, it was maybe 2 days after the original ban. I really did not know what to do, and I felt like the only option I had left was to make a video. Taken was still my friend at this point. I still trusted he did not cheat. And again, I was still holding on to the hope that Sundown would fix it because he originally said he would, but then was not responding. Unfortunately, that was the worst decision I have ever made. You see, Taken's goal from the start was to kind of leech off and get as much clout as he could. He wanted that video to blow up. He wanted to get as much attention on him as he could while betraying and backstabbing me, lying to his entire community, and that is basically what happened. My video got like 500,000 views. Everyone learned about what happened and started to support him because he was my duo. He carried me in a bunch of tournaments, and he was a good kid. At least I thought he was. If you look at his YouTube channel, do not go to it. I'll put a screenshot, but he gained something like 40,000 subscribers. He also started making a bunch of different content videos, which he never did before. He only made montages. The kid even started daily streaming on Twitch, clout farming the heck out of the situation. To me, I really thought nothing of it. I was kind of blinded by our friendship, and I really did trust the kid. He also swore up and down. He even swore on his mother's life like 10 different times. That's like sociopathic behavior right there. But I basically just let him go, and I did not say anything. I had no proof that he cheated or not. All I knew was he was banned. I thought it was a false ban, and he just kept on clout farming. One of the main reasons I was tricked so badly wasn't just because I trusted him and he was one of my closest friends. It was also just because nobody at Epic ever gave me an answer. And guys, I'm not blaming Epic. Epic did the right thing, and I should have taken the fact that they did not say anything as them saying something. But all I was waiting for was for someone to say, you know, the ban is permanent, or yes, he did cheat. He tried to cheat. Anything would have done the job. I literally would have dropped Taken. I would have exposed him, but nothing ever came. I just sat waiting for something, and this whole time, Taken was freely streaming on an alt account on Twitch. I don't know if that account ever got banned. Just nothing happened. That's why it took almost 3 or 4 weeks for me to finally realize. And speaking of me realizing, what kind of got me to snap and expose him, as well as just come to the conclusion that he had to have cheated or tried to cheat, was 3 days ago. He tweeted out on his Twitter that his original account got unbanned. Right away, I knew something was fishy because he did not DM me on Discord at all. Like, if you had been banned falsely for almost a month and then got unbanned, wouldn't you be spamming and telling all of your friends about it? He did not do that. All he did was he posted a tweet, tried to hype himself up, and it was literally him in a Fortnite lobby with his original name, claiming it was basically his original account getting unbanned. Detective Jerian mode engage. What I realized was not only would he have way more arena points on his OG account than he would on a random burner account he just made, but also that if it was his original account, I could just see all the skins that I gifted him in his locker. His locker would not be changed even if he got banned and then unbanned, right? I'm too smart. So as he was streaming that day, clout farming the heck out of the situation, I went in and I said, hey, if that's your main account, let me see your locker. Well, can you guess what happened next? He banned me from his chat. Right there, boys, is when I knew I had to put this all to an end. Immediately, I went on Twitter, I exposed him, I called him out for faking that he got unbanned and for pretty much still being banned on his main account. I basically called his bluff. I had no actual evidence that he ever cheated. All I knew was that he was on an alt account in that photo. His main account was still banned, so I pretty much pieced 2 and 2 together. He had been banned for over 3 weeks at this time. It was time for me to stop all this bullshit. Now, as my tweets started going around, I guess Taken kind of realized that he was getting exposed. All the walls were coming down around him, and he pretty much let everything loose. He started talking about how he used me for clout, how he used all of his viewers and supporters for money. He even started roasting kids in chat that were calling him out for cheating. I literally have clips of it all, by the way. He deleted the stream to try to cover his ass, but he was too stupid to delete the clips. The kid was basically spitting on everyone who supported him. Just listen to this.
Yeah, honestly, bro, all the kids that are spamming that cheating, you haven't made a single dollar off this game. And I played this game long enough to not care. I'm not gonna lie.
And by the way, guys, I know some people might think this is a troll or something. It is not. I know I'm like smiling. That's just me being awkward and not really knowing how to handle this all. It's the first time I have ever been involved in drama, and I don't know. It's just such a weird situation that happened out of nowhere, but I promise you guys, it is real, and I would never lie to you like he did. Now, what followed this after Taken stopped streaming was basically something you expect out of someone trying to save their ass. He posted a twit longer on Twitter trying to explain himself. He also finally admitted to downloading cheats. He claimed he never used them in actual games. This is something nobody can ever confirm. That's what happens when you cheat. The dude literally could have been cheating the whole time, but we'll never know. His reputation and his word is tarnished. But he said he was gonna quit. He decided to cheat. He got banned before he ever got in game, and he was really sorry for everything that happened. This was the polar opposite of what he said on stream 10 minutes prior. He had just been saying he used everyone for money. He literally did not care about anyone in his community, and now he's there apologizing, saying he never meant for it to happen. So the main issue I have with all of this, like, I'm not gonna lie, I really do not care that he betrayed me. I've dealt with stuff like this in the past. I already have no friends, so it's back to square one. But it's more about how selfish he was and how little he cared about other people, especially people that cared about me and that cared about himself. In his head, all he was thinking was that, oh, I'm gonna cheat. I'm the only one who's gonna care because it's my account getting banned. Well, guess what, dude? That cannot be further from the truth. First off, you made me look like an absolute idiot. I went to higher ups at Epic. I had Aussie involved, all these other people that were trying to help you, and now I look super dumb. My reputation and relationship with them is pretty much over. Second, you scammed your own fans, most of which are mine, because that's just what happens when you duo with someone. I gave him a huge platform, and I'm kind of responsible for my fans being victims. This kid was literally in his Twitch stream begging for paid Twitch subs. He was gonna add people on the account, which he knew would either get banned or that he would just not be able to play on. And he did this as he was getting exposed. How much shadier and just scummy can it get? Then third and finally, which I feel the worst about, is that you had Sundown on his personal Twitter begging for people to stop replying to him on his non-gaming tweets, all because you had lied. Sundown's Twitter for about 2 or 3 weeks was getting spammed by my supporters, Taken supporters, all to help and unban Taken because they were tricked and manipulated into thinking that he had not cheated. And guess what? That is my fault as well. I'm the one who name dropped Sundown, something I never should have done. Only reason I did it was because he responded originally, but looking back now, he only did that because of me. Ugh. And I'm the one who gave this lying kid a spotlight. Had I known he was lying, I would not have done that, obviously. I literally put Sundown's entire career in jeopardy, all because I blindly believed a friend. But I guess I learned a very valuable lesson on who to trust. I also learned about how I should handle situations with a big audience like my own. And again, for like the third time, Sundown, I am really sorry. I never meant for your Twitter to get spammed. I was tricked and naive. I am really sorry. Some additional food for thought. What would have happened if I did not expose Taken and call him out for his BS? In his apology video, the first thing he says is that he never meant for any of this to happen, yet he was trying his best to make it go even further. Had I not said anything at all, he would have just kept lying to you guys and potentially tried to cheat again. In fact, he literally could not even stop himself from lying in his apology video. A really well-known leaker named FNBR Unleashed, he actually exposed Taken early on. I should have believed him. I apologize to him already, but he told me that you actually have to have Fortnite open in order to inject the cheats. Don't ask me or him how he knows, but Taken said in his apology that he got banned in the launcher before being able to use them. That's not true. The anti-cheat is not open in the launcher, then got permanently banned. And I guess that's kind of why I snapped. It's also kind of why I'm making this video and why I want to remind you guys that you should not trust people like this. Had Taken realized his mistake from the start, apologized, and then moved on from Fortnite, he did try to cheat, and there's no place in Fortnite for cheaters, then maybe I'd have a little respect for him. Not a lot, because I don't respect cheaters, but everyone makes mistakes. Maybe he was just being dumb and he would learn his lesson. But nope, he does exactly what a bad person would. He played the victim, made some crappy excuses for why he actually cheated. He said something about doing college apps and that he would be busy, yet literally after that, he said he was gonna try to upload montages, so I guess he does have time to play Fortnite? Like, what, dude? You can't even stop yourself from lying 5 minutes after. But the craziest thing, and on top of all that malarkey, after playing the victim when he's the one who cheated and lied to you guys, he went on his YouTube community post and said word for word, I'm gonna do my best to regain your guys' trust. What? Do not act like you care about your fans, dude. You were on stream saying you do not care anything about them. All you wanted was money from them. You literally betrayed them numerous times. You lied about not cheating. You lied about being falsely banned. You lied about being unbanned. And most importantly, you lied about being sorry. You are not sorry for what you did, and I know that for a fact. Unlike the clowns in the comments that actually defend you for some reason, unlike them, I was not born yesterday. I can read right through you, my G. The only thing you were sorry about was that you got caught and that you did not have more time to milk all your fans who cared about you for even more money. That is all you wanted, even after I gave you thousands of dollars. I gave you a huge platform. If you really wanted money, you could have just asked me. You didn't have to scam my fans. So yeah, please guys, do not go over to his channel. That is what he wants. He thrives off attention. Just leave him in the past and try to learn something from this whole situation. I'm begging you guys, do not make this mistake yourself. As someone who has been through every stage in the education system, I graduated college. I also worked a few real jobs, including making my own career in the gaming space. Trust me though, cheating will never get you far. Sure, you might make some dirty money like Taken bragged about. He was literally saying he made a bag off of it, which was just cringe. But like, you're never going to live it down. He could have had such a longer, more profitable, and just better career. Instead, however, he threw it all away for some short-term clout. Not worth. Thus, to sort of finish off the video, yes, I'm obviously very sad that this all happened. I wish it could have never in the first place, but it is what it is. Taken was one of my closest friends in the gaming scene. We actually had plans of hanging out in real life after he got his car. He told me that he actually cried after making the remembrance video he put on his channel of us. But then, like, he goes and does all of this. Were you actually sad? Did you really even value our friendship, man? I guess you can't trust anyone but yourself nowadays, huh? Regardless, I'm just gonna keep grinding, continue getting better at Fortnite with my new trio, and hopefully Taken just moves on. I don't hate him as a person. I know he can change. The lying part is a bit scary, and he definitely will need to work on that, but please do just move on. I'm not one to support cancel culture, but like, you betrayed your community already. You're not welcomed back in mine, as you did try to cheat. You lied to me. Please just move on to another game. You're really good at Valorant. Go play Valorant or something. You might as well rename yourself and start everything over. So again, that's the situation. I don't ever plan on talking to or playing with Taken again. He had numerous times to realize what he was doing was wrong and to tell me. He never did. He still hasn't, and I've blocked him off. And yeah, that is all you guys need to know. GG's, I guess. Be careful who you all trust.